on mute, baby.
Yeah.
Somebody have their speaker on?
So I understand this Travis Scott meal comes with barbecue sauce for the fries. Now, I'm interested in trying new stuff.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, sorry. We just that was the end of Travis Scott talk and the beginning of Boxed In with Friends, episode 24. I'm your host, Tony Gusky. Welcome, everybody, to our last episode on the Planet Ant Network, but not our last episode overall. We'll talk more about that later. But with me tonight, as always, are Kyle O'Neill, Caitlin Shea, Andy Maz, Jake Russell, Kate Holmes, and finally, but not leastily, Nick Crestwood.
Never least.
Yeah.
And Tony Gusty.
Yeah, and Tony Augusti. I'm your host. I think I say
Tony
was your host?
Augusti.
Yeah. At the very least, Tony Augusti. That's the title of my book that I will never write.
I'll write it.
All right, cool. Ghostwriter.
Our ghostwriter.
We were talking about the Travis Scott meal, but like I said, because of schedule changes, we will no longer be on Planet Ant after tonight, but we will be. You can catch us on Friends Detroit, Friends_Detroit on Instagram, and then broadcasting from our fan page every week or every other week. We haven't decided yet on our Facebook fan page. Thank you for those of you that have joined that. It just came down to basically they wanted us to move to another time, and just because it's hard enough to get 7 people, like the time we all agree on, and kind of Monday at 8 was really what worked for everyone because of family and work and whatever. And so we decided rather the alternative would be to stop doing the show or do it with less members, and we didn't want to do that. So we will continue to be on at 8 p.m. Yeah,
all
8
for
p.m.
one and one for all.
Yeah, so we decided, we made the tough decision to strike out on our own, and hopefully people will be out there supporting us. I'm going to keep that banner running. Shameless plugs throughout the show. You can do a search for Friends Detroit on Facebook if you're not already following us. And on Instagram, we have a lot of stuff planned. We're going to try live streaming on Instagram. It wasn't possible before just because of the nature of the setup. We might be able to do it. I'm not promising. Also, future performances from bands, those will continue. But we thought as we go out tonight on Planet Ant, it would just be just the 7 of us and just talk about stuff like we always do. That's where it all starts. That's where it all ends. So
we've come full circle.
Yeah, full circle. So
in a box.
Yeah,
I cannot believe
we've come full box.
Moment.
I know. Hey, by the way, you're fidgeting in your chair. I can tell you're about to cry. So
me?
No, I'm just kidding. All right.
Let's
I
start
don't have emotion like that.
Let's check in. How are you doing, Kate?
I'm doing good.
You're not a crier? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, I'm a bit. No, I cry at everything. I'm not crying right now. I'm not sad.
When's the last time everyone cried?
Oh my God.
Truly cried.
Truly, 2 days ago in the car, an NPR study that said that people are going to the dentist right now because they're breaking their teeth because they're grinding them so hard because everyone's so depressed.
I believe
it. I just started crying listening to that music.
I didn't cry over this, but I had a tooth fall out of my head this week.
Oh,
what?
Really?
It just fell out?
No. Well, no. It was well, kind of actually.
Why am I disappointed? But I am.
yeah. Well, thanks for your support.
Yeah.
I guess it kind of did. It was a crown, and it was like loose, and I went to my dentist and I told him about that, and he's like, "Yeah, it's loose, but I wanted to come out on its own because I don't want to break something off." And
so a natural birth.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what happened.
Oh.
And
was it in a swimming pool in your apartment or your house?
I was chewing on the swimming pool.
Like a water birth, yeah.
So it came out, and then I was like, well, my dentist is in Michigan, I'm out here, so I just called an emergency dentist, and this guy answered it at 9:00 at night, and he was like, yeah, come in tomorrow. And then I was like, he asked for my name. He's like, that's a great name.
That does not sound safe.
Okay. And then I got to the dentist office in the morning, dentist, everyone there is normal, wearing masks. Dentist not wearing a mask.
Oh.
He looks like it looks like he'd be a villain in like a Die Hard movie. And then like
Alan Rickman in the first one.
He doesn't look like him, but he's like a very
Jeremy Irons,
tall Hungarian man.
I see. Okay.
With blonde hair. But then I was like, I need to be very transparent about the price because I don't have insurance in California. And then they kind of were. And then like I get in there and like they give me x-rays and stuff, and they're like, it broke off at the gum line, so you have to either get an implant or a bridge or something along those lines. And I was like, well, he's like, it needs to come out though, the rest of it. So we did that, and now I'm trying to figure out. But I'm gonna go to Tijuana and get some cheap dental work.
Yeah, man.
So you have a hole in your like mouth right now?
Why
This is over here.
happen while you were in Michigan?
It happened the day after I got back from Michigan. Yeah.
So did they yank your tooth?
Yeah, they yanked what was the rest of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have a root canal?
It was a root canal originally.
What did you say, Caitlin?
I have to go to the dentist, and I'm like dreading it because I haven't been in a hot second. The last time I went was for emergency root canal.
Yeah,
I've had one.
I've had the worst experience with the dentist, and this new one not excluded from that.
Tell you what, mouth pain, mouth stuff is the worst.
Yeah,
You can elect to have the nitrous oxide, right?
As a kid, I would only get the nitrous, and I wouldn't get the
You can even get it for cleanings. I just recently found out.
Yeah,
I always get it for my.
I love feeling not like myself.
Yeah, I just started doing this like a year ago.
But
way to go.
But so I've had the worst experience with dentists in Michigan just for various reasons, and then out here as well. But in the last year, I found a dentist I really like in the Fisher Building, which was like close to where I was living. And he was awesome, and we spent most of the most of the visits just talking about music, and then he'd be like, all right, open up, and then he'd be like, oh, you look fine.
That happened to me too, though. My son kicked my tooth out when I was 7 months pregnant with my daughter, and they couldn't do anything about it because they don't do cosmetic work if you're that far along in your pregnancy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then right after I gave birth, like soon afterwards, we lost our insurance. Never gotten it fixed, and I just need to get it fixed. Like, it drives me nuts, and I have nightmares about it. You know what I mean? Like, I have nightmares about losing teeth. It's terrible.
I've had that too. That's a common thing.
I get them sometimes.
There's some meaning. There's some meaning to that.
It's a fear of growing
It's
up.
that you're afraid to lose teeth.
Kaylin, you said it was a fear of growing up or throwing up?
Growing up.
Oh, okay.
Fun fact, though, I lost a tooth as a kid growing up.
Oh, wow.
Oh, what?
But if you know me, that's
because you were like chewing on Legos and shit when you were a kid, right?
Well, no, just because I have a bad tum-tum.
Yeah. Projectile speed must be impressive. I also had an experience at the doctor this morning. I go in just for my regular checkup early in the morning, and neither of the receptionists are wearing masks. Like, you know how they have those windows, those sliding windows there? Both of them are open. So then I start getting and I'm anxious, about being around people. All the patients are wearing masks. Everybody in the back office is wearing masks, but the receptionists aren't. So I just start getting more and more angry, just working myself up. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Of all places, the most high risk, why aren't you wearing masks? And then they, of course, they take my blood pressure, and the nurse is like, wow, your blood pressure is like super high. I'm like, yeah, and then my doctor comes, and my doctor comes in. She's like, what's up with your blood pressure? I'm like, what's up with my blood pressure is like, neither you receptionists are wearing masks, And then she's like, really? They're not? Well, they have face. I go, are they wearing the face protection? I'm like, no. And she's like, well, are the windows closed? I'm like, no. And I'm like, that's why I have high blood pressure, And then
that's terrifying.
That's what happened with this dentist. Like all his like workers and like the hygienists and stuff were all wearing like face shields and masks. And then he wasn't even he had a mask like kind of around his chin, like that while he was doing the procedure. And I was like, what the fuck? And then like I got a haircut later that day, like for my roommate at his shop, and like it's like they had to take my temperature before I was allowed in the shop, and like they like super distant. So it's like to get a haircut was like way more sanitary than the dentist.
And it was just like, and it was funny too. Like, do you ever get mad and then you add up makeup things like to make yourself more mad?
Yeah.
Like I was just like, you know what? They're probably Trump supporters. And I was just like, this mother.
Yeah,
like,
I have the same thought.
Yeah,
in my mind.
That's crazy. That's crazy because I heard on NPR that being at the dentist is like one of the worst places to be because of all of like the aerosols and stuff and all the like particles
my
that are
dentist in
flying.
Detroit they stopped doing the polishing because of the aerosols, and
wow.
they just do the scraping for the cleaning.
Oh,
No, not the
When I
worst.
went to the dentist, they had like instead of like having that water gun, they don't use that, so they just make you kind of swish and then.
Yeah.
I have one of those at home though.
You
I have
do?
that water. I have a water pick.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want to get one.
I thought you meant the chair with the gun and everything. And I was
Yeah,
like,
I
wow.
got one of those too.
There's six
Like the
chairs.
water flosser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
got
any of
that.
you? Did any of
Yeah.
you used to
You have
spray
a
that?
water pick too? He's
Oh,
going
no.
to get his water
Don't talk about it
pick.
anymore.
It's right here. Right here.
Oh,
Way.
See, this is
Looks
how,
like a
this is
nice-
how we gain fans.
Yeah. Water
And
pick.
sponsors potentially.
Yeah.
Use our code Friends Detroit for 20% off your next
Yeah.
Water
Yeah.
pick, water flosser.
Hell yeah,
That's
baby.
the
Yeah.
same one I have.
friendsdetroit.com/mouth stuff.
Yeah.
Dental dams.
Yeah.
So continuing with the emotional check-in.
Remember those?
Yeah. Nick, how's your emotional state at right about now?
I'm great. I'm having a lovely evening. I would like if I could reach out to the fans, if you guys don't mind.
Sure.
If we've got any nerds watching, I am going to be. I'm in the market for a gaming / media PC.
Okay.
And I need some tips on either a pre-built or if you build them and you do it for a reasonable fee, please reach out to me at Nick Crestwood at Twitter. Give me a DMs or any of the social media platforms. I really don't give a shit.
My brother just built a PC.
Oh. See, I would try. I'm just too scared. And then, like, if you fuck up, there's no warranty.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, but
it's a lot of money.
But there's a lot of guys. I built
risk.
I built a Hackintosh before.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, with no
So why don't you help
experience.
them
Well,
out?
will you
Build a
build it for
computer
me?
with them.
Well, I don't have enough experience. I mean, like I did it once and I messed up a couple times, but it worked. But it was just sort of like I realized I'm too lazy because you always got to tweak it. I'm just not a tweaker, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
just
especially
wanted
with
to
the
work.
Hackintosh, you got to always be tweaking that.
Yeah.
fucking thing.
So I just
I don't have
Nick-
time for that.
yeah.
Nick,
Always
Heather
be
Smith
tweaking.
Heather Smith in the Facebook chat. Nick said, "I told you to message me and have my brother make you one."
Ah.
Okay, I will do that.
Yeah. How dare you not take her
You're supposed
help?
to be looking at YouTube.
That's a good deal.
What, Caitlin?
You're supposed to be looking at YouTube.
Oh,
Yeah, Kate, what's going on? How dare you? That was just we just witnessed a territorial war right there.
I'm just vibing today, guys. I'm just vibing.
Yeah, it's
Can I say
a
that?
freestyle. Lacto with the network constraints.
I'm just
Yeah.
vibing today.
Andy.
Oh, we got a ton of YouTube comments. Let me just get to those. Real quick.
Oh, really?
Hey, if
Holy
someone
shit. They're all Anthony Coates. Let me read these really
Okay.
quickly. What up, Doe? Travis Meal. Okay. Keep the band together. That's what's
Have-
up.
Anthony,
moving
have you had the Travis meal?
Yeah,
I'm going to have one tonight.
For those that don't know, hip hop star Travis Scott has gotten his own extra value meal at McDonald's, which is one of the weirder cross promotions I've ever heard of for anything.
I mean, he's pretty like I enjoy a quarter pounder,
Mhm.
but this one has bacon and lettuce on it, which
Okay.
sounds pretty okay.
Classic Travis Scott.
Yeah.
Can I get to my favorite comment?
Okay,
Jacob, have you had the Travis Scott meal?
No, I haven't. Kate, go ahead though.
Well, first of all, Anthony Coates replied with, "No, I stopped eating meat for like 3 or 4 months now."
That's right.
Oh,
Good for you.
So
Good for
good.
you.
I need to
But
do
my
that
favorite
again.
comment comes from Von Wink, which is, this is probably for the last time talking about watching our show, since I'm not too enamored with the show to follow it else.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yet enamored enough to watch it. That's
Yeah.
so weird. Yeah.
I'll put
Well,
it on in
He likes the comment though.
I have a
Okay.
Love the
comment.
comment.
Katie, go ahead.
Nick Latmere said that he will do it for one date and a Hershey kiss every time he sees you until the day he dies from chocolate consumption.
That is a good.
Do
Oh.
what? What was the guy's name that doesn't like us?
Nick Latimer. Oh, that was
No.
Von Wayne.
No.
That's Victor.
Who?
Hey, Von Wink, why don't you, Von, shut up?
Yeah, well, tell us what you want.
You
Thanks,
know, he's
Nick Latimer.
Jake,
Who's
go
Von
ahead.
Wink again?
I'll say that in a minute. Jake, go ahead.
All right, first of all, foremost, yeah, the Travis Scott shit is wild. There's like a on StockX, which is a like a sneaker stock market site, also sells like high end fashion and all type of accessories and all kind of
Detroit
bullshit on
based too,
there.
I think.
Yes, owned by Dan
yes.
Gilbert.
Yes, Gilbert. Yeah,
Love him. His son is awesome.
yeah, but also there is a they're selling like a fucking like a chicken nugget. Wait, Travis Scott has a fucking chicken nugget edition pillow that's selling for like $500.
Yes.
On
Send me.
Good for
Wait,
him.
sorry. Can you explain a chicken nugget edition pillow to me?
Is a pillow with that look like a chicken nugget. That's what the fuck it is.
It's a tie-in with the McDonald's promotion.
With the McDonald's shit. A McDonald's chicken nugget pillow. It's shit dumb as hell. It's selling for like $500. It's like
So
I mean, it was going for $500, or that's what they were asking for, but I don't know.
I-
Also, Von Wink, yeah, you know you on me and Tony's shit list. You know you on our fucking list because all the fuck shit you be saying on Mask Off too. You know you on our list, motherfucker. So watch that shit. That's
He's
all.
definitely the Planet Ant troll.
What does
But
he want from us?
his name is Victor. You guys have seen him. He comes to like every Planet Ant show. I don't hate Von Wink.
Nick also said, no, he's right. I hate you all.
I have been nothing but nice to you, Latimer.
Latimer, we did
now.
Crazy Please together.
Yeah, I expect that
my
from
wife.
Kenny Latimer, not from you.
Can I please do a quick shout out to our #1 commenter and fan, Tom Cole,
Sure.
Shout out.
who's been working a ton, and he still made time for me on a Saturday to basically tell me what we already knew, which was that my car is done.
Oh man.
Thanks for killing her
sorry.
car.
Ooh.
Yeah, my car also recently died. I don't know if I shared that with the group.
No.
Oh, yeah.
It overheated on 696 after 15 years.
Oh,
Oh, what a place to overheat.
And my mechanic was sadder about it than I. And he's like, it's just too much to fix versus what it's worth. He's like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's all right. So I'm driving my parents' Explorer. The only place I drive it is to their house. So I don't know why I'm angry about that, but I am. So I'll be in the market for a new car when. But I feel like it's dumb to buy a new car right now.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. I'm
Jake.
Also, Tom Shaw. Yeah, shout out to Tom Shows. I'm be hitting you up soon about my car too, Tom. Also, Tom also commented, "Hey yo, Anthony, Mal, Jacob, and Disco, Danny Jackson in the house." That's a reference. That's a reference to Friday's episode, Mask Off.
Yeah, this is
Tony-
Boston, guys.
That
It's
what?
a different show. I was just letting him know that he's watching a different show.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we
He had
brought
question marks on
up,
it.
we brought up disco. We brought up Disco Danny because of the episode of Hanging with Mr. Cooper was a disco themed party, and it was brought up that that was Daniel's new nickname.
That's a good nickname.
Disco
though.
Danny, I like it.
Yeah, that's good.
I guess on a
I
more
don't.
serious.
He doesn't
Go
either,
ahead.
but go ahead.
Katie, let's do an emotional check-in with you, and then I'll go.
I mean,
I need to go too. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I don't have a car. I'm overwhelmed by groups of people.
Actually,
I'm
in
fine.
IRL groups of people, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully not virtual.
No, not virtual.
All right. Well, it sounds like you're doing great.
Yeah.
I continue to work on my perception of other people's feelings. No. I'm doing all right. I went to see my niece over the weekend, and she's very cute and smiley. So yeah, it made me smile. And my sister always loves to point out that her name is Rosalie, who's the patron saint of plagues, which they didn't find out until after they named her, but they like
so
saying
wild.
that. And then I got my hair cut too outdoors. So yeah, thanks. It's like long on top, shortened on the side. So I feel better.
Yeah, you look good.
Jake, bring us home.
Yeah, I'm cool. I actually, so last weekend I helped a friend of mine move, which was like crazy. We're very tired. And then the same people helped move. We hung out. We hung out this weekend as well, and I was fucking shook when I got to the spot. We were at Queen's Bar, and there wasn't that many people there, but it was like, man, what the fuck? How the fuck?
Jake, what day were you there?
Huh?
What day were you there?
Saturday.
Oh, because I was downtown Friday night. My best friend was in from North Carolina, and so we're outside with masks on, talking and visiting. And then it abruptly ended as it got later. It just got crazier and busier, and we were both too anxious to be down there. I mean, like full pedal pubs of people.
Yeah, it's like I told them specifically, like, you gotta be earlier in the day because I'm not being down there at night, and it wasn't bad, but I was still shook. But I saw Sean McGetting in there. Shout out to Sean.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hi, Sean.
On the pedal pub.
No, not on the pedal pub at Queen's Bar. But I ain't gonna lie. I've been very annoyed and bothered and pissed off about the Breonna Taylor shit. That fucked up. I've been moody all fucking week about that.
Yeah.
I mean, all weekend.
There was a report today talking about somebody leaked video that I guess the defense attorneys were supposed to destroy. It was sealed, but I guess it was a guy that did work for the attorney, had access to the video and released it. And it showed the detective that was charged. I think it's the guy up here, Brent Harkinson, walked into the apartment when he was not supposed to at the shooting. It's like, hey, what's going on? They're like, well, you got to get out of here because they have a thing called the Public Integrity Unit that comes and makes sure that there's no like police officers. Like if you're under suspicion of something or like behavior regarding a stop or an incident, you have to stay away from the scene. And he wouldn't. He was like, hey, was there a gun? You know, is there anybody dead? Like just more of the same. And it raises questions about like what really went on, you know, with this like so-called, you know, investigation and how an officer was basically charged for destroying a wall. And that's all it came down to.
So a wall is more important than a life, a black woman's life.
Apparently so.
So yeah, it's all bullshit like that. And then everything with that is just like they throwing everything, they throwing every excuse possible to like, you know, make this okay when it's not at all. Like you killed someone. It don't matter what you think, whether you thought there was a drug dealer there or not, or whatever the fuck you thought, or she was dating somebody or whatever who was a dope dealer or whatever. Like it don't matter. Like you killed somebody.
Yeah, nothing
in there unannounced. Like when you run up on like when you run up on somebody, anybody, at least me and people where I'm from, you run up on somebody, you know what I'm saying? My reaction is to fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? So you barge somewhere unannounced, and then you can't get mad at someone for like busting at you. You know what I'm saying? If like the unannounced, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta let yourself be known. Like police, open the door. We have a warrant. Y'all didn't even do that shit. I just barged in there and start blasting. Like what the fuck?
It's so fucked, and it's almost like the verdict was to taunt, you know, people. Like they know it's wrong. I mean, they paid $12 million to her family.
Precisely
like,
what it was.
People don't do that when they're innocent. Like, and so it's just everything is just fucking bullshit.
But like you gave them 12 million, but you could have, like, what's funny is you could have saved a lot more. Not to say the family shouldn't get 12 million, but I'm just saying you could have spent way less money just by charging the fucking cops. just put it on there.
And you know who pays? You know who pays that 12 million? Taxpayers.
Yeah. Not Donald Trump.
But we can't. But we can't pay for, you know, free schooling or whatever.
Yeah. And the New York Police Department paid almost $250 million in settlement fees, just settling lawsuits.
Yeah.
Last year, that's in 1 year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where all the money for the police is going instead of training them, like doing diversity training and stuff like that. It's just going to pay off all of the shit that they've done.
Yeah, that and the tanks and the
And-
grenade guns.
Yeah.
and-
We can't afford. We can't afford to
Yeah.
pay people to stay home or give people health care,
Yeah.
but we can attack our citizens and pay them off
The
when
one-
we do.
I like
The
how
one
Andy
thing-
said
covering up the murders of
Mhm.
those sex workers. That
Yeah,
need
I
suspension.
also saw
Yeah.
that there's something where on Wall Street's benefiting from the police payouts because they bet on them. Or I don't know, if betting's the right word, but I don't know how the financial.
Oh, they hedge on them.
Yeah.
Profiteering. Truly
Yeah.
revolting stuff.
hmm
Honestly, if somebody were like, the Dementors are coming from the sky, I wouldn't be surprised at this
Sweet
point.
release.
Yeah.
Sweet release.
Yeah.
But they're just coming for the trans woman if J.K. Rowling has her way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
But if you,
Yeah, how about that scumbag? Huh?
that's so bizarre to
She's
me.
such a piece of shit. I
She's
hate those
such a
books.
piece of
I
shit.
swear to
I love
God,
the
you
book.
people need to read a different fucking book. I know it's everyone says it on
Yeah.
Twitter, but really, like, there's so many books out there. You don't, especially if you're a grown fucking adult,
Yeah.
you don't need to be reading books about a goddamn wizard school written by a fucking turf piece of shit.
Well, I just started reading stuff by this author called Ayn Rand, and she seems like she has a lot of really
Oh, God
interesting
damn
stuff
it.
to say.
No.
I was taking your advice, Nick. What's the
Oh,
problem?
She has a lot of really good ideas.
Yeah.
I've been
You know
reading this book
what?
on 9/11. Have you guys heard of this shit?
Don't tell me how it ends.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been putting
My 9/11 book.
The most
Yeah.
important book is the Bible.
Yes.
I agree.
Well said, Caitlin.
I haven't.
Go back.
I have been reading this book on 9/11, but it's about how all the planes were stranded in Gander, Nova Scotia.
Oh yeah, they made
Was
they
it
made a movie about it.
Newfoundland,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and it's pretty interesting. That's it.
Yeah.
What's
I'm
the
always-
book called?
I don't know. 9/11. This story.
It's better than dying.
9/11 makes me think of this morning. I
I'll
didn't
look it
feel
up.
good. I didn't feel
Let-
good
let
last
Kate
night.
cook.
So I took a whole ass edible, which is I usually don't do edibles, and it put me in a little bit of a coma. And then Doug tried to wake me up this morning, and I was like, "What time is it?" And he goes, 9/11, and I just went, "Never forget." So I was pretty high this morning when I still woke.
The day the world came to town. 9/11 in Gander, Newfoundland.
Mm.
The day
Yeah,
the
they're.
world
I'm pretty
came to
sure
town?
either they made it or they're making it.
I want to make a comedy out of it,
Yeah. Well, you're working on a. Oh, I won't talk about that.
Or a musical.
or a musical. Yeah. The day
Yeah.
the world-
It seems like that's just like the next revenue stream. Like you just like make something and then like I'm sure there will be like a musical about Sully Sullenberger, you know, and the plane and like from the geese. I think it'd be
Anthony Coates has a comment
Okay.
on the Breonna Taylor stuff saying, "I hate it when they throw a black person that clearly doesn't represent the people to get up and talk about how justice was served," because that does seem like what they do now is whenever they have like no charges or bullshit charges, they always send out their like black lieutenant.
Oh, I thought he was
Yeah.
talking about Jake.
Are you?
I
all
thought
right?
he was talking about Joy Ann Reid. Am I right, guys?
Or Candace Owens, who's with
Yeah.
Oh.
What a couple of pieces of work.
Mm. Is Joy Reid hated like that?
She is, yeah, by many, including myself. Yes.
Mm.
What does Von Wink think about that?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think about it, buddy?
I know he was actually talking shit about, well, not talking shit. He was actually, Jake, were you and your friends wearing a mask? Yeah, I was wearing a mask, motherfucker.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
He's
Oh,
at Matt.
Do you know
yeah.
this guy?
Yeah, you know him too, Nick.
We all
Do
know.
I?
Yeah, he's Victor. He comes to like
Yeah.
all the shows, kind of like big black dude with a beard.
Do you guys think that since it's been so long since people have been around
Oh,
each other,
yeah.
people just
Yeah. Okay.
people forgot what it's like to say shit and get popped? They're all
I
too
wouldn't
comfortable
pop
now.
Von Wank. I mean, look.
No, I wouldn't pop
yeah.
anybody. No, I'd pop a lot of people.
No,
It's hard to.
We have the
It's hard
best
to
friends
find.
in the world.
I don't think there's that many people about that life in the improv community, to be honest.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm surprised that I've never seen a fist fight in improv.
Huh.
I've
You
seen
know?
So you have a-
many- I've seen
not a
so
lot of
many in
fighters.
music.
You said what?
I said I've seen so many in music over the
Yeah.
years.
Oh yeah, me too. I've seen
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I've definitely
I've
definitely
been-
been in one.
Yeah, I've been in several.
Yeah.
Kyle, why don't you play that video of? Do you have it up of the teacher? The setup for this is there was a mother listening to a teacher talk shit about George Floyd to her class, and then the mom got on and said her piece.
And which white person did that? Did you ever think about that? Well, actually, I don't feel as though that this conversation that you're having with our children is a good one. Okay, I really don't, because it's 2020. You got racist ass motherfuckers that don't care. And now you're in school talking to my kids about George Floyd that ain't got nothing to do with this. You're having an ignorant, disrespectful conversation. He wasn't supposed to be honored. He wasn't supposed to be this. Are you saying this because you're white?
Ooh.
Because now you have mom upset, and I'm speaking to a teacher, nobody else. But I feel as though since we all Zooming, you need to see my face, and I can't come to speak to you about this. Because right now, my daughter's leaving your class. And if you would like to speak to me, you have my phone number, you have my email. Well, I would have happily spoken to you. And which white person did that? Did you ever think about that?
And see, that's what's gonna be interesting about this online learning. There's gonna be a lot of parents seeing all the bullshit.
Yeah.
All the bullshit.
Bad
Like,
teachers.
A lot of transparency.
Cause a lot there's a lot of kids be like saying like, man, my teacher doesn't like me or whatever. And like sometimes, like a lot of times it should be true. Like there's some fucked up ass teachers out there, assholes. So like these parents can really see it. It's like they can check these teachers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I hope a lot of teachers get put in their place.
Did you see that little like middle schooler though with the Trump 2020 flag behind him? I'm like, you can't even vote, bitch.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Well,
you don't even know. Like, yeah.
There has been talk about lowering the voting age to 16. I don't know if you guys have heard that.
I've heard that, and I'm for it. They know enough.
I don't know.
I mean, I was going to be like, well, who wants a
just got
bunch
my
of dumb
ballot.
voters? But okay, yeah, I'm waiting for mine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the debate, so I know who to vote for. Whoever wins.
I would be all for it if I was laboring under the misapprehension that we had legitimate elections in this country. But what might be a little more important than lowering the voting age is passing that motherfucking stimulus bill and doing it fast.
Yeah, I don't think
what
it's gonna
else are
happen by
people
then.
going to do?
That. They're going to keep pretending that none of this is happening, and they're just going to fuck everyone over.
Yeah, well, you know, maybe we're gonna do some of the fucking out in the streets.
Yeah, let's do some of the fucking.
Yeah, and I'm talking about me and the 6 of you.
All right.
We tried that once and it got real awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's just because you shit everywhere, Kate. But before that,
Sorry,
it was going
I
pretty
thought
well.
We have
having an open
We
mind
agreed. We
about
have to
it.
fully evacuate next time first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Live
didn't
and
know that when
learn.
I went into a room with the 6 of you that I was going to be judged. I'm sorry. I thought it was we all had open minds, open bodies, open hearts. And you guys
So
fuck me.
I was just in Michigan. I saw most of you. And I had a really good time, a really good trip.
You had a
And then-
socially distant meetup, some of us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
I love it.
I came back and I was walking home from the airport and there was just a homeless guy just shitting on the sidewalk and I was like,
Good to be home.
Have to be home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to be
just
home.
in broad daylight. No, not even hiding it.
Is that like an
People
only
shit
in
is so
LA
funny.
thing?
No,
No,
I'm sure
I
it
once
happens
saw
everywhere.
it. I
But
once saw it in San Francisco, and a guy was like squatting, and
yeah,
he was,
I've
but he was
seen it in
also
many
like rolling.
cities.
He was rolling his hips, so that I think like maybe it would just be one continuous
Like a
piece.
swirl.
At which time it like fell off, and then he could just hop away. I guess.
Oh, wow.
it happens in every city, but it generally
Yeah.
doesn't happen on my walks most places.
I've heard that's a common thing, though, that people just openly like shitting on the streets in LA.
Well, yeah, I mean, I
It
guess.
smells like it.
Mhm. I've actually never been to LA. I'd love to go. I hear great things.
I
we
felt
should
like
entice
I
you.
belonged there when I was there.
Oh
What's
yeah.
I still love LA.
Actually, there's a significant number of our group that like is either talked about LA or has dreams of LA. Show of hands.
Yeah, I used to live there.
Yeah.
I'm living my dream, baby.
Yeah.
Quarantine.
Andy, and then I know Caitlin and Jake would like to move there. But the pandemic is like slowed down. Actually, it's funny. I feel like a lot of people moved to LA. It makes me sad. That would mean that if everyone had the dream. Well, Kate, would you ever go to LA?
I mean, I'll go and hang out and visit my friends, but I'm not like it's not my path.
There's
Yeah.
a really big like Michigan LA connection.
Yeah,
There is, and I don't feel
easy
like
to get back and forth. So.
yeah, and I feel like the people that have went to LA, I'm still very connected with. You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
Matt
okay.
and Kyle. It doesn't feel like that disconnected for me.
I'm
Yeah,
taking I'm taking a class right now that's in LA.
Yeah, and you're thriving.
Ooh.
Yeah.
At the theater I also took classes at, which is
Yeah.
cool.
You want to shout them out?
The Pack
Theater.
Theater.
Back
Yeah.
Theater, shout out.
They're great.
And actually, your teacher. Can we say who your teacher is?
Sure.
He is John Mills.
John Milheiser, and actually he just posted that he has a class running on Saturday starting in October. It's 8 weeks, and I highly recommend.
Yeah.
What kind of class is it again?
It's a character workshop class, so it's basically like you come with pitches, and then you, based on those pitches, you write character monologues and develop characters, and then there's a class show.
That sounds fun.
Can anybody will a recording be available of it?
I think there will be a way for me to be able to share it. So if
Yeah. So
then I
like
That'd
check
be
for that in
great.
future broadcasts. We'll post a link to it.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, I was just gonna ask Kyle something, and then he left, and then
I'm here. Do you hear me?
yeah. Did you have a power outage?
I don't know what's happening, but
Rolling blackouts.
yeah.
Oh no, stay
This
away
is my
from
black
the
screen.
Well, you
light.
want to talk about the movement to black out Governor Whitner's emergency powers?
What was the
Yeah.
name?
They were what's the group's name?
I don't know. I texted it. Let me find it.
All right.
What is going on with my life right now?
Unlock Michigan.
Unlock Michigan is under investigation for illegally acquiring signatures.
Big surprise.
Basically, they were collecting signatures under the ruse that they were for other things like gay rights and I think marijuana legalization. It's funny because those are things that already kind of are.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was when I was home, I was in Ann Arbor, and I was walking to wherever I was going, and I was approached by people on the corner, asking for signatures for gay rights, and which of course I support, but I'm like, what support do they need right now that we need signatures for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's probably it.
I love this Kyle that freezes and then the computer catches up and it speeds up. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
it's talking about the serious subject, and then we're all just laughing.
That's me, baby.
So do you think it was them, Kyle?
I mean, now I do. I didn't think anything of it before. I was just confused. I was like, I don't know what needs to be signed right now. In regards to that subject, but
So that
now
would likely invalidate signatures if people are thinking they're signing one thing. And it's
right,
really
yeah,
something
exactly.
else.
Now,
I don't think there's that many of them.
I don't know. Will any of you watch the debate tomorrow?
Fuck no.
I don't drink, but Doug and I are gonna drink and watch it just because I feel like I want to be informed. I'm not super excited, obviously,
I'm gonna watch
but
it.
I want to be informed, and I
I'm
kind of just
curious.
want to
Yeah.
watch it. And I'm really fucking curious.
Same. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I'm more
So,
just curious.
I know that it'll probably be on, and I think I have the tolerance for that. It's very small, so I'll probably not watch.
Yeah.
you'll watch the highlights later or something.
I'm
Yeah.
really starting to not like Donald
I
Trump.
mean, it's gonna be a shit show.
It's gonna be something. So
Yeah.
I just gotta.
Kyle,
Yeah.
Tampa Bay just scored.
Oh, damn it!
What is this for a fantasy football update?
It's the Stanley Cup Finals are right now.
The
Oh,
Tampa,
okay.
Tampa
I
Bay
can't
was-
talk about it in this house. I'll get in trouble.
Tampa Bay Lightning could win the cup tonight.
Yeah,
Oh.
Dallas
Well-
could not, but I'm kind of rooting for Dallas, but I also just like seeing the Stanley Cup, so I'm going to turn that on when we're done.
Hey, maybe Steve
I don't know
Eiserman will
if it's
do
on
that for
it's
the
on
Wings.
right now, but I know.
Well, honestly, he did it for Tampa Bay. That's why they're
Yeah,
why
that's what I
they're so
mean.
good, even though
Yeah.
he's not part of the team.
Yeah.
I've never seen Doug Satter in his life.
Then what?
Really?
They rose so high, the
Mm.
Islanders.
Oh, that was my team this year. Until
Was
they
it?
Oh,
left.
yeah.
He's like, because he's from Long Island, so that's like his heart. That's his favorite team out of
Water
all the
ice.
leagues.
He's from
Luigi-
Ireland. He's from
Long
Ireland.
Island.
Long
Long
Island? Does he
What
have a
town-
Long
what-
Island accent?
No.
What
neither
town?
does his sister. He's from, oh my God, it's a
What
Rockville
exit?
Center. Rockville Center.
Oh, I've heard of that place.
Mm.
Yeah.
Not good things. Mhm.
Well, I mean, we don't have any family there anymore, so we haven't been there in like a decade. But
We don't have a
Hmm.
family anymore.
Whoa, Doug doesn't have any family?
well, I mean, they all moved different
Yikes.
places.
Ouch.
I wish I were Doug.
Oh, this is a good
Oh, Nick.
roast
Why?
moment for me.
Nick is wishing he had no family. This is like Nick is like the beginning of like a Christmas, like
Like a
special.
lifetime Christmas
Yeah.
movie. That I wish my family were dead.
Yeah. Except then well, I'll show you, young man, what your wish is, and then Nick will be really happy. It's great.
I can't believe
And
it.
I end up sucking that angel off in an alley at the
Yeah.
end.
And then a bell rings.
Yeah.
I love that.
Every time an angel
Hey,
comes.
I'm gonna go real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. I was enjoying Kyle frozen in time.
What were you saying, Caitlin?
Oh, I was just gonna say it. I didn't bring it up earlier, but part of the news. Now that it's out on the internet, I'm allowed to say it. But my sister's pregnant, so I'm gonna be an aunt.
Oh,
That's your first, right?
Mhm.
Congrats.
Oh, congratulations! Is the sister that got married a little while back?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's awesome. How are you
Congrats.
feeling about becoming an aunt? I was excited to
that's
be an
the
uncle.
only way that there's going to be kids in my life.
Fair enough.
Is this
So
the
that's
first?
okay too.
This is
You'll
the
be a
first
great
grandchild of the Shea clan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Nice.
Yeah, kids definitely need cool aunts.
Yeah, we'll see if they're allowed to keep them.
Well, she's got a couple cool aunts. Your sisters
Yeah.
are pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Kid's gonna be a weirdo.
Oh, for sure.
Is this the sister that owns Nightmare Jonathan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's gonna be interesting.
I love her husband Mark. He's like the best. I've known him forever. And
Yeah.
it's so awesome that he's gonna be a dad. It's
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something terrible. Like you were laughing so hard. You're like, I love
No,
Mark.
he's
man. Oh
just
my
such-
god.
he's just such a weirdo, and I mean that in the best possible way. Like,
Weirdos usually make cool dads.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so when's the baby due?
March.
Oh, okay. 21. That'll be the year like we rise from the ashes. So,
Mhm.
Let's see.
There's a
Everyone's gonna have
lot-
babies.
There's a lot of people having babies right now. There's gonna be
Yeah.
a pandem boom.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's fucking like mad.
Or divorcing like mad.
Mm-hmm.
There's been some breakups within our community, in fact. More on that never.
Oh.
We'll talk about it after the show.
Ooh.
Todd Goss exclusive.
Yeah, you guys can guess for the next episode, and we still won't tell you. But
It's
Yeah,
for
yeah,
pay. That subscription's for pay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Sign up for
Yeah.
yeah, sign up for a Patreon. We'll tell you all the shit talk that we do.
Yeah. I always thought that'd be such a great show, the Shit Talk Show for a
I
Patreon.
would pay.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
pay to watch a shit talking show.
We'll call it the box of tea.
Yeah.
Subscribe to our Patreon.
Mhm.
Dude, an improv gossip show would just be fire, you know? But we could all never
so
perform
rad.
again, you know?
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
And no one would ever tell us our secret.
Isn't that
No,
already
that's not true. Oh, that's
happening?
true. They would never. Yeah.
Actually, I would love
I don't think we're any of us. performing again. At least
It'll be
at the
fine.
usual places. Also, are you guys fucking like mad? Is that what's happening?
I honestly can't stop having sex.
I'm
It's
not.
so
What?
I'm mad. I'm not fucking.
I was wondering. I think Kyle might be having sex right now, actually, because
I
of
am.
the weird video stuff.
The weird
That's what I
video.
think is happening.
yeah, I have my sex button on my desk that I press, and it scrambles the video.
Also,
Man,
I like.
this is fucking bullshit. I'm never gonna score.
It's gonna happen for you, Nick. Believe me.
No, it won't.
Yeah.
Sex button.
You hear that bell?
You just need a
I
sex
ain't
button
had-
like Kyle.
I ain't heard sex be referred to as score in a long time.
Man, I
That
want
says you never come to the sock house.
I'm never gonna go all the way. I'm never gonna make it with a girl.
Yeah.
Dude,
I had
promise you.
some,
We're
I had
gonna
some
score.
stationery that said that was like hockey themed, and it said like "thank you for scoring" or something about scoring on the top of it, and I thought it was very sexual and naughty.
And all those pages were stuck
Did you
together
use all
eventually.
the stationery?
you want to know
Yeah.
Yes.
something? So I went to a Catholic grade school.
Shout
and
out.
we had a Bible that we each we had our own personal Bible, and we would read from the Bible in class.
I've heard about that book.
And we had to cover it with a book cover. So mine was on a brown paper bag,
Yes.
and I wrote all over it to
Classic
really-
Catholic school.
Yeah. So but my Bible had the lyrics of City High. What would you do?
Mm.
On the back of the Bible.
I thought that girl was going to be the next Lauryn Hill in City High.
But if you're familiar with the lyrics,
I have a
back of my Bible.
Wow. Did the nuns ever notice it or read it?
Well, we only had one nun, and her and I parted ways in.
Parted ways.
Was your
Were you
nun?
dating?
Yeah. No more none.
Yeah.
Did you
nonetheless.
murder that woman?
I know.
She only dealt with kids that were altar servers, and I got kicked off of altar serving, so I never had to see her again once I got.
What? Why did you get kicked off of altar serving? Did they catch you eating the communion or drinking the wine?
No, I wish.
What is ultra serving?
It's like
altar boys.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
they let
servers.
the girls do that at your church?
Altar.
Yeah.
Well, then it's not a real church, and
So I did it.
it's
I
not-
did it.
I don't recognize it. So.
I honestly did it because it was a way to get out of class, because they had other masses throughout the day. And so I was like, sick. I
Yeah.
could go and just not go to class, but then go to church. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
I had to do
It's
that
like
too.
Cub Scouts for religious people.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
it was mandatory that you had to do certain things like Stations of the Cross and stuff like that. So I did Stations of the Cross,
Genuflect.
and there were 2 boys and then myself. And
Did you get to swing the incense?
No, that was my dream.
Oh.
I never got to swing the incense, but I had to hold the big cross.
Oh, okay.
And the 2 boys got to hold the light candles. So as we're doing Stations of the Cross, which is long, it's like a 45-minute thing. And I was
13, yeah.
12, 13 years old. I was a small child, and this was a big, heavy cross.
hmm
And at the end of it, we were cleaning up and putting stuff away. And I looked at the nun and I said, I get it. I know what Jesus felt carrying that cross, and I don't ever want to do that again. And I
I can relate.
That was it?
promptly removed.
Wait, you took off your altar tunic? Oh, you were promptly removed.
Yeah, she removed me. She,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Did you get lashed?
she removed me.
You get spanked?
For showing
Is that what they did?
compassion.
Did you any molesters at your high school? Among the clergy.
We did.
See,
I-
you guys
I-
don't think that's a crazy question, but it's not.
No, I actually read a stat that that
Wonderful.
99.7% of all Catholics have had sex with at least one child in their lifetime.
Um,
I just made that. I just
Really?
made that up. But
Yeah.
We're about to get sued, Kyle. All the
yeah,
We're gonna lose our Catholic Church sponsorship.
there was a priest at our school that he had a vibe for sure, and then I always thought it was weird because he would hug my mom for a super long time. I mean, don't get me wrong, my mom is like a 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
But
she's fine.
um,
I fucked your mom.
I fucked your mom
Wow.
too. Yeah.
he would hug.
Let's see some pics.
He would hug her.
Yeah,
He
show
would
us your
hug her
mom.
for too long, and then
Oh.
it came out like I don't know. I think after I had left the school, but yeah, he was the one that would read he'd call you up during report cards, and he would read your report card in front of the whole class.
Oh, I
Wow.
hate those
Mhm.
people.
God.
And I always got
Horrible.
scolded because I always had a conduct in 3, or like I had a 3 in conduct.
Mine was always Tony needs to
Yeah.
apply himself. Like, what
Well,
is that?
And you did.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did. I
You
showed
know.
that
That
molesting
old
priest.
standby.
And now you're on the home team.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shout out
there
to
you
Father Brennan. Like, yeah, at my school, St. Sebastian, we had a priest that ended up molesting girls.
Mm.
Oh, girls.
Yeah. See, everybody always says it like it's better than boys.
That's super progressive.
all right.
That's very progressive.
Well, you know.
He's doing it the right
I'm
way.
not laughing at
You
it.
went to. You must have gone to a liberal church.
Jake,
I have a-
said, "There goes my CatholicMatch.com sponsorship."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, use code FriendsToTway for 20% off your club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're thinking of
Um,
Christian Mingle.
I have a quick story that goes hand in hand with the City High lyrics
Okay.
that Caitlin posted or wrote on her book. In like '94, like I was like 10, and like my friends were like typing out lyrics. Like people were starting to get like home printers, and they were typing out lyrics to like popular songs like Green Day and The Offspring, like stuff that we heard the other time. And I was like, that's super cool. I'm gonna do that. And like they would just bring this lyrics typed out to, like a sheet of lyrics typed out to school, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do that. And so I typed out the lyrics to "I'll Make Love to You" by Boyz II Men, and then I put it in my folder for school. And then my mom was like going through my homework, and she's like, what is
So
this?
from the
Like,
teacher.
it was just like, yeah, just very sexual lyrics that I
Yeah.
didn't understand.
I have a lyric story in Catholic school. I wrote a poem about me and my boyfriend at the time, and it was like Andy and Patrick sitting in a tree, KISSING, and I wrote that out. And then the nun, like I passed it to a friend. The nun caught it, and then she told me I had the devil in me.
Yeah.
Mm.
You can't kiss. That's the
Oh,
problem.
Andy, do
Was
you know
this-
how many
yeah.
times I got told that?
Really?
I
We get along so well.
the second week of 8th grade, the teacher pulled me out of class and said, "The trajectory that you are on, you will not go to a Catholic high school, and things are not looking good for you."
Well, you showed her.
You did
Jake.
show her, because look at you now.
Yeah. But look, I also went to it wasn't Catholic, it was a Christian school, but anyway,
Okay.
same bullshit. But like we got in trouble so much for like saying shit about like God and whatever. It was hilarious. But like we got in trouble with like wrestling too. And one time we had like a religion class, and this guy in my class, he was like, he quote The Rock all the time. And
The rock of our faith that Peter built.
no,
No.
Gibraltar?
but like he'll quote The Rock, the wrestler The Rock. And then like one time the teacher was talking about like God or whatever, and like she was like, they're like, wait, what happened? Oh yeah, so the guy, he asked the teacher like, well, what does God think about this? And the teacher's like, well, God, and then he just cut her off like, it doesn't matter what God thinks. because The Rock, that's one of The Rock's phrases.
Yeah.
He's like, what is your name? It doesn't matter what your name is.
Did they get suspended or
Get
anything?
their ass whooped.
Yeah, he got sent to the office. It was funny as hell. Like it'll be shit like
They don't like that disrespect though.
When I went I couldn't dress up as X-Pac for Halloween at school because I had a shirt that had them all doing the suck it sign, so I had to be something else for school.
Mm.
Oh yeah, we constantly say that. D-Generation X got us in trouble all the time.
Yeah.
Suck it, saying suck it, like doing all this.
Roll and shut your mouth.
Yeah, we did
Suck
that
it,
too.
all this shit. Like we got in trouble with that shit all the time, especially in a Christian school. Like they, like I remember I the office because I wore an NWO shirt, the red and black NWO red and black, and I got sent to the office because they thought I was wearing like a shirt with like a gang shirt or some shit like that. They thought,
oh, racist.
Like they're just wrestlers, you know what I'm saying? They're racist. Yeah, but it was racist, but it was all like 30-year-old white dudes trying to look cool, like trying to look bad on my shirt. Yeah. That's all it was. It was just end up shit. But I got sent to the office for that shit. It was stupid. But yeah, that's.
We got a horror story from Coates from his high school saying, I got beat up by a girl who passed me a note asking me if I like her, yes, no, or maybe. I chose maybe because I didn't want to hurt her feelings. And then after school, she met me in the park with her brothers to fight me. We're also frozen right now, so I don't know if that's it's on the YouTube. We're frozen.
Oh,
really?
We're still going on Facebook, but it's like it's a little bit delayed.
There might be some.
Oh, it's better now. It's back up.
Oh, it's back on.
Yeah.
Tony also said. Tone also said, I was scared.
Yeah, he was scared.
Well, I would imagine.
I mean, yeah.
Love hurts.
If you don't fucking like me, I'm gonna kick your ass.
We've got some comments. Heather said that one of her priests at her school was arrested for something he molested a boy 20 years ago. Molly said, y'all are pervs today, here for it. And Tom said, do you smell what God is cooking?
We haven't said come yet, though.
Oh, there we
Now
go.
you did.
God
What do you guys
says,
think God's
know
cum
your role
tastes
and shut
like?
your mouth.
Rain.
God says, talk about
What
come
we
more. Yeah.
Ugh.
Now
Wait,
we're gonna
cum
get-
tastes like
solution.
rain to you, Caitlin?
No, I'm saying
That's what snow is.
rain is God's cum.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
of course, yeah.
I mean, yeah, you learned that in science class.
They
Yeah,
used to
or
call me
catechism.
the cum god.
I don't think God can come, but I don't know.
Oh, really?
We're all gods cum, Jake.
We are.
We are all God's cum babies.
Yeah.
That'll be our shirt that we
I'm an Asiatic.
We're all God's cum.
I'm an Asiatic black man.
What does that mean? An Asiatic black man?
Man, I don't know. This is some shit. It's some shit I hear. It's some shit I hear. A lot of like super. Even back in the day, like super woke black people say.
Oh, like 5% nation.
Yeah, like 5%ers, Nation of Islam guys. They say Asiatic, and like I looked it up, and I still don't understand what it is. But I just like saying
That is
Asiatic.
awesome.
Like I'm like it just I don't know. It's just empowering. Like yeah, I'm Asiatic.
Yeah.
Can I say it?
I'm the original man. You said what?
Can I say it?
Sure, Kyle, go ahead. It's all yours.
I'm Asiatic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how you have the stripe thing going, like
I
the
just
striped
noticed
wall,
that too.
and then like you got the
Oh.
horizontal,
Yeah,
the Hamburglar. Yeah.
Yeah. This is all by design for my fans.
Yeah. You kind of look like a Busta Rhymes video.
I'm,
do a lot of that.
I'm about to shoot one.
Oh yeah. To talk about that, you were like working on Cruise as like a COVID compliance person.
Yeah, I was supposed to start a job on Wednesday, but the main talent, there was an issue with the main talent, so the job's pushed back a month. Main talent being Chrissy Teigen.
Oh, well, she's having issues. Right
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know about the issue?
I found out from a friend afterwards. The person that called me was like, "Hey, there's an issue with the main talent. Like we're gonna postpone. I'll give you a call like whenever we figure it out." So
Yeah, I was watching her stories today. I feel so bad for her.
So off. I love her so much. As I am.
What's the story? I'm not.
She's pregnant and she's like on bed rest and she's like having like a ton of issues. Like
It's been challenging.
Yeah,
because she's got a weak placenta wall, so like she's like constantly bleeding and she can't like really move. Like she's supposed to just be still. So.
Ooh, hearing about all this girl stuff. Disgusting.
Yeah, I thought this was a comedy show, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know why you
don't think
ended that.
placentas are funny?
Not weak
People
placentas.
that eat them.
Yeah. Oh boy.
They tried to show me mine with my
I made it
son.
so much worse.
After I gave birth with my son, they brought mine over to me and they're like, "Do you want to look?" And I said, "No." Like I don't understand. Like people.
Don't some people
"Yes,
eat the placenta?
Let me take a gander. Yeah. I was like, "Get that shit. Go put that fucking thing in the fire."
I have
They fry it?
It's the scent of popsicles in my freezer.
Can P-Pops. All right, guys. We run over into 9 o'clock, which we will continue to do, as is our want, on our new channel. Follow us on Friends Detroit and Instagram Friends_Detroit for more news. And thanks for supporting us these 6, almost 7 months that we've been doing this.
7 months, guys.
Every new beginning comes from some other new beginning's end.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's the way to look at it, Andy.
Mhm.
I will choose
Full
hope.
box.
Love goes.
I'm glad we're all friends, that we've stayed friends during this pandemic, and this has been
Same.
this continues to be great. I really think it's contributed to my mental health being
For real.
I'm not, so
We all.
yeah, and like we'll be exploring more stuff, like sketches and characters, maybe facial filters. I've been thinking about that, been seeing about that. It's all about the technology. The technology is so it's temperamental, guys. It's a real bear.
We got some good stuff coming up.
Yeah,
We got some really good stuff
amazing
coming up.
stuff coming up. Like some of the
can't tell
bands,
you,
some of the bands we have lined up.
It's like really crazy what's about.
It's actually
You need
crazy.
to follow us.
We've
on
been
that.
saving the good stuff.
It's
Yeah.
actually crazy.
It's like
Yeah.
actually wild.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
All right, this is too much. I've reached my limit.
Thanks everyone so much for tuning in.
For
Love
Kyle,
you.
Katie, Kate, Nick, Andy, Jake, I'm Tony. Thanks for supporting us and continuing to do so.
Huge thanks.
Peace.